Hello, everybody, and welcome. My name is John Yanofsky. I'm the director of Kupferberg Center for the Arts, and thank you for hopping over to our artist discussion and Q&A. Following our second stop in our musical journey through Queens, an amazing program by Elena Moon Park and her special guest. And we traveled to East Asia. We visited Japan, Korea, Tibet. I hope you guys had a really wonderful time interacting with that incredible music. And now it's my pleasure to bring over into the broadcast for our Q&A and our artist discussion, our hosts and moderators today, my colleague Carlos Cuestas, as well as the curators of this series, Dan and Claudia Zanes. Hey, everybody.
All right.
Hey,
Hello.
John. Hey, Dan.
Hi.
How are you?
Claudia, how's it going? How do you guys
We're
like this
well.
show?
Oh my,
Oh, yes.
amazing, Carlos, amazing.
What an enjoyable show. I hope people at home really enjoyed it, liked it, sang along, jumped the rope. Who would have thought? You
Yes.
gotta work out. It's snowing outside. It doesn't matter, right? Like, no excuse not to get your workout done. How do you guys like
That's
it?
right. Oh, we loved it. I especially, I love the song about the train. That to me was the jam.
Absolutely. I do have to ask though. There's a puppy.
There is a puppy. There is a puppy, and she passed out from the music. It was so good. She was dancing and moving, and here she is. Yeah, she's catching her second win here. She'll be up with us.
We have confirmation there is a puppy. All right, well, take it from here, you guys. I hear we have wonderful guests waiting to be brought on screen. So let's do that.
All right. Thank you, Carlos.
You're very welcome.
All right, so Elena Moon Park, Akika, yes.
Hi.
Yay!
Bravo! What an incredible show! Oh my goodness! Something for everyone. There was something to do in every song. We felt y'all's love and energy. Thank you for that beautiful and generous offering.
Yes.
Thanks so much. Thanks for asking us.
Yes, absolutely. So we're filled with questions. We do have questions. One of the questions that I have is I just want to know, like, from the borough of Queens, like, where do you find your inspiration in Queens? What inspires you to do what you do?
Wow. Wasn't prepared for that one. All right.
Or maybe a favorite place to get inspiration.
Yeah. I mean, I think, when I first moved to New York, I remember one of the first statistics I learned is that Queens is maybe the most in the world, or one of the most languages spoken in the world. And I think that's a remarkable fact. It's like a remarkable thing to know. And, it's just such a diverse place. I'm inspired by everything that I see around me. For me, food is a big thing. So I will, of course, mention that. I love to explore different cultural people and backgrounds through eating and learning songs. Those are like two of my favorite things. And so I will say that anytime I go and wander around Queens, it's always an exploration of food and music. And I will shout out the Flushing Corona Meadows Park also, which I really, really deeply love. I used to go there on July 4th, and it would just be like barbecues and cookouts of so many different kinds of cookouts and so many different kinds of parties happening all over that park. And so I like to go there a lot. Akiko, do you have anything to add?
No, the same place, the Flash Meadow. I did the obligatory photo with the
Yes.
with this thing.
Right.
I went to the US Open, different races like half marathon, what do you call those? Triathlon. I saw them there too. And I think, Elena, you introduced me to Chinatown there. In the Flushing.
Yeah, the Flushing Chinatown.
We had some good noodles. Yeah.
Nice.
Asian fruit shopping. Yeah, it was nice.
That sounds delicious. And I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. All about food.
I do want to bring in a question from one of our YouTube members who's 7 years old. And Denise Soblinsky says, "Hi, Joy, 7, would like to know how many instruments does Elena play?"
Oh, hi,
Good
Joy.
question.
Thanks for watching and thanks for asking this question. How many instruments do I play? Well, I started out playing the violin when I was really, really young, when I was 5 years old. And I played that all through school. And then I went to college and I was still playing that. And then when I moved to New York and I met Dan Zanes, actually, I started playing a lot more instruments because, I think I've always been interested in trying other things out. When I was in high school, actually, I played the French horn. And when I joined Dan's band, I told him, I was like, I always wanted to play the trumpet. And Dan was like, you should play the trumpet. Just play, get a trumpet and play it in the band. So I picked up a trumpet then. And then when you play the violin, it's pretty easy to learn the mandolin, which is the same fingers on this side, except you just pluck it instead of bowing. So I started playing mandolin. I play a little bit of guitar, this like 4 or 5 chords on guitar. And then this instrument, the harana, which is tuned like a ukulele. This particular one is, and this has become my favorite one. And then the other instrument is a musical saw. That's another one that I love to play. That's a really fun one. So I don't know how many that is, but I really love to explore playing a little bit and learning a little bit on a lot of different instruments.
I have a question. Elena, I know from all our years of traveling, I want to come back to the food for just 1 second. And one of the time that I realized that you were most serious about it was when we were in Boston, and you asked me if I wanted to join you and some friends for some pre-Columbian Mexican food, which I had never had before, and it was incredible. And that's when I realized that everywhere you go, you're looking as deep as you can for new food experiences. Even though our focus is on Queens, do you have a favorite borough for food in New York?
Oh, wow. I don't want to pit boroughs against each other. I mean, I think that Queens has a quite kind of a reputation, actually, for the best diversity of food. I can't say that I'm an expert on all the boroughs of food, but I've had my favorite food experiences in Queens, in Jackson Heights and in Flushing, mostly.
Okay. Akiko, do you have a favorite?
I have to say Manhattan.
Unexpected.
I mean, Queens, I have great experience, every time I go there. But Manhattan, I think I had more like variety of things, like different, not only just cuisine, but each one has a creative twist to it. So yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Akiko, I have to ask, do you have a tail? Is that
Yes.
Yeah, there was a great tail movement during that question.
I think Manhattan food just, there she
It's not yours.
I was going to say, Manhattan food seems like makes you grow a tail.
That's what I thought. Manhattan
I have
food was
2 tails, actually. You just for one.
I mean, the kitty, not to be outdone by the puppy, needed to make an appearance. Just, let's not go with either cat or dog people. So we want to keep inviting our audiences for questions, especially if you have little ones next to you. Please do so. In the meantime, the CUNY Dance Initiative is asking, whoa, what type of music do you play on the saw? How hard is it to learn compared to other instruments? Thanks.
Wow. Well, I mean, if you've heard the musical saw before, then you'll know it fits with any kind of music. It's like a really dreamy vocal quality kind of sound. It sounds kind of like a theremin, if you know the theremin also. And funny thing is, I got my musical saw from musicalsaw.com, I think. And when they send you the saw in the mail, and they say, if you can't learn how to play the saw in 7 days, then you can send this back for a full refund. And they have a little instruction booklet. And so it takes a lot of like trial and error. You use a bow, like the violin bow. It takes a lot of trial and error, but it really is, like, I think actually a lot of instruments, but some are harder than others, but something that everybody can learn to play with just a lot of some time and some experimenting.
Yeah, very cool.
But I played saw on like many different things, but that was from a dance affiliated thing, right? Because it's great for dancing too.
All right.
That's fantastic.
So I think we have another question from YouTube. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. Our
right,
friend
let's see.
Margaret Chrysostoma. Would you guys like to read it, Dan or Claudia?
Yes. All right. This is from Stella, age 7. And she wants to know, have you traveled to all of the countries that your songs are from?
Oh,
So all the
wow.
songs that you sung.
A
So that's a
beautiful
great
question,
question.
Stella.
Really
Thank
good
you.
question.
My
Yeah,
mom's
very
name is
nice.
Stella, by the way, so that's a very
Oh.
special question.
Oh, hi, Stella.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that question. It really is a great question. Have I traveled to all the countries that my music is? I have, except for China actually, and to like Tibet. I haven't been there. But I've been to Taiwan. I've been to Japan. I've been to Korea. My new album, I have a song from Cambodia and from Indonesia. I just went to Cambodia for the first time this year to meet my musical collaborator there. So I almost, but not to China and not to Tibet yet. That's a really
Great
great question.
question. Yeah.
How about you, Akiko?
Oh, I grew up in Japan. I was there until I was 18. But I've never been to many Asian countries except for Vietnam, Cambodia also, and India, Nepal. So kind of, different area of Asia. Yeah, but I was in Japan for a long time.
Great. Do we, Carlos, do we have a question from Suji?
Yeah, absolutely. Suji D from Facebook is asking, and we'll hold on for our production team to bring it onto the screen. And take it away, Dan.
All right, this looks like a good one. Suji says, I'm so amazed by the bilingual aspect of your songs. As a Korean, especially the Korean ones, can I ask about your inspiration and process for creating these bilingual songs?
Nice, nice.
Thank you so much, Suji. Nice to meet you. Yeah, I mean, I think originally when I was in dance, I played in dance band, Dan Zanes' band for a really long time. And we did this holiday house party show where we had different holiday songs from all over the world. And Dan asked me if I knew a Korean holiday song. And so I actually didn't at the time. And I went and I asked my mom to teach me one. And that's the song Solnal, which is the first song that we sang.
Mhm.
And that was really the beginning of my journey into exploring music from East Asia with a lot of encouragement, actually, from Dan. I really credit him with a lot of that inspiration to do that. And when I was exploring these songs, I wanted to really make them something that incorporated everything that I grew up with. So, I was born and raised in East Tennessee, which is where I am now, but my parents immigrated here from Korea. And, a lot of people have this experience of having different cultures and languages in their lives. So I decided I wanted to explore these songs, but I also kind of wanted to put my own twist on them and explore a little bilingual aspect to a lot of them. And it's been really fun to because not all of them are direct translations. They're actually kind of adding to the story of the song in English. And it's been really fun to just kind of create something new from that.
Beautiful. I have another question for you all. So can you tell us a little bit, like what's the reward factor? What do you get from performing these songs from other cultures? What is it like, that process?
That's great. That's a great question. Do you want to start, Akiko?
Oh, me?
If you want.
I guess it sounds cliche, but music is universal. It doesn't matter what language you're singing in. Kids especially, they don't care what language or if they know the language. They just dance to it like any other kids from anywhere. So that is my reward. And yeah, just singing and dancing with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, I think I really think it's like I said, like with food and music, it's a really beautiful door, a way to welcome in, getting to know something new, getting to know something other maybe than what you grew up with, and also learning the music and food that you come from. You get to know more about yourself and share it with other people, and so like to make all of these albums was so fun because basically what I did is I met up with a bunch of friends over good food and we talked about the songs we liked when we were growing up, and it was really a beautiful conversation. And so the making of it was really like a journey into our memories and our histories and our childhoods and all the different cultural, phenomenon and inspiration that we had growing up.
Beautiful. And I imagine the music comes alive in such an incredible way too, when you have all the different voices and people around.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, I got another. We have a lot of questions for you.
That's what we're here for. This is a question and answer session, so shoot away, you guys. But Dan, before you ask though, if I may, just bring our CUNY Dance Initiative friends. Just want to thank Elena for being completely. What did I say? Thanks, Elena. We are totally interested in bringing soul music and dance together. That sounds dangerous. We'll I'm kidding. It's not dangerous. It'll be so cool. Anyway, sorry. I wanted to put
that in. So Elena, I've known you for 12 years or longer.
I think longer.
Wow,
14 years.
14 years. So I feel like I've had a front row seat to your musical development and your musical journey, and I can remember the day I met you when you came and you were playing fiddle in my living room, and we were, we decided, and I asked you if you wanted to be in the band, and I've seen you grow and change and explore so many different things during that time. So I guess my question is, and it's really inspiring for me, it just shows me life's possibilities are so limitless. So what is it that keeps you motivated? What keeps you moving forward and always growing and curious and finding new things and exploring?
Wow. Honestly, there's a lot of things, but I think what I want to kind of focus in on right now is just like a human connection, human collaboration. It's one thing I wanted to say about what's inspiring about learning music from other places, other countries. All of this is an excuse for me to be able to collaborate with other great people. And I think, that process and that journey, just being able to spend time and work on something with another great person or artist or whoever I'm working with, and get to know them and share stories and build something together is just so fulfilling. That process is so great. I even like it when I don't know what the end product is going to be. It's just kind of, we're just dreaming together. So I love collaborating with people. I've really appreciated that over the past, 14 years in the Danzanes and Friends. And I still play with Sonia. So shout out to Sonia de los Santos, who just released a music video today for a great song called Fiesta Fiesta. I just, like these kind of connections and friendships and collaborations definitely keep me going.
Wow. And along the way, you made two of the most classic children's family music albums of our times. And so maybe now's a good time to try and sing something. Want to sing, see if we can sing a song from your last CD, the one that we sang on?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's a great idea, you guys. While you get ready, I do want to acknowledge that Suji just responded because it's related to what you're saying, Elena. Suji says, wow, so beautiful. Thanks for sharing your story, Elena. It's so relatable for Koreans in the diaspora, I think. Excited to explore your other language songs as well. Thank you for the wonderful performance. And we are so thankful for them and Akiko as well also. So you guys take it away.
Thank you so much. Yeah, so I released an album in May called Unhurried Journey, and that song Gongshi Gongshi, the Chinese New Year song, is on it. This is what it looks like. It's inspired by the art of Christiana Parn. But the song is called Let It Come, Let It Go, and it's about how we deal with and face things that might be bogging us down, or frustrations, or anything that might be bogging us down, and how we move forward. But Dan and Claudia and Sonia sang on this song, and a lot of the friends from the Danzanes and Friends played on it as well. Do you want to sing the chorus? It's a call and response song. So every other line in the verse is "Let it come, let it go." So if I sang "A joyous choir sounds above," you would sing Let it come, let it go. They're shouting songs of peace and love.
Let
Let
it come,
come, let it go.
Perfect.
It's the perfect song too for 2020. I will
Yes.
say that as well.
Yeah.
Great anthem for this year.
How did you know?
I know.
It's my ongoing philosophy.
You starting with the chorus?
Yeah, let's start with the chorus. Let it come, let it go. Let it drift in the river and flow. Let it come, let it go. Till the evening begins to glow. Oh yeah. Summer cools with evening breeze.
Let it come, let it go.
The winter winds shake bare the trees.
Let it come, let it go.
Let it come, let it go. Let it drift in the river and flow. Let it come, let it go. Until the evening begins to glow.
The joyous choir sounds above.
Let it come, let it go.
They're shouting songs of peace and love.
Let it come, let it go. Let it come, let it go. Let it drift in the river and flow. Let it come, let it go. Until the evening begins to glow. Let it come, let it go. Let it drift in the river and flow. Let it come, let it go. Until the evening begins to glow.
Words by the Elena Moon Park.
What a song.
Yeah.
Yay.
Beautiful song. Beautiful
That's
song.
so great.
So I have one more question for you all. So it's 2020, right? And if you could play with any artist under the sun, past or present, if you could play with any artist, who would it be? Let's say your top 5. Who would it be and why?
Wow. That is, I need like 5 days to think about this. Akiko, do you have any people you want to say quickly? Or artists?
Stevie Wonder,
Okay.
Yeah.
Aretha,
Okay.
Yes.
Lady Gaga,
Nice.
I didn't see that coming. I can see it now, though.
Bernadette Peters,
Oh, nice. Wow, Bernadette Peters.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
who else? That's
we got
3
one
for
more.
me.
Better be coming.
One more. Representing Asian performer, Lea Salonga.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
Nice.
Wow.
That's 4.
Okay, Elena, you had time to think.
Oh man, this is
Yeah.
the hardest question I've had in
can't
months.
pick.
I don't really. I feel like I'm gonna forget a whole world of music by answering this, but I mean, I
You can
don't.
change your answers next season. when
Yeah,
we
I
bring
know.
you back.
Exactly. Don't hold me to this. My favorite male voice of the 20th century, Bill Withers.
Okay.
And Nina Simone, favorite female voice of the 20th century. I don't know. I mean, I would say like I love Korean traditional music, actually, just going back to that thing. So can't name specific names, but I would love to just be around that presence of some really, really beautiful Korean traditional drumming, mostly. Let's see, who else is there? Oh, goodness gracious. This is such a hard question. Pino Palladino, the bass player, who played with everyone from D'Angelo to the Who. I think. Wait, I don't remember her name.
Okay, that's good.
I think I have to end it there because this is like killing my brain. Bill Withers and Nina Simone are the first 2 that popped up into my head.
All right,
Awesome.
those are great.
And all of you.
Oh, check.
Yeah, right.
Wow. This was amazing.
Yes.
As soon as we were asked to curate this series, and we want to thank everybody at the Kupferberg Center, John and Julia and Carlos and Teresa and Andres. It's unbelievable people to work with. But when we were asked to curate this series, your name came up immediately.
Oh,
And
thank
we
you.
thank you, Akiko, for coming in, and
Thanks for having me.
Domenica.
Too, yeah.
We're very, very thankful for you, Dan, for you, Claudia, and obviously Elena, Kiko, and all of your team. It's been a fantastic, fantastic concert. We would like to point out that we can reach you, Elena, or how people can reach you in your websites and on social media networks. So would you mind sharing with us what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Yeah, I'd love to share the website for Unhurried Journey, which is unhurriedjourneymusic.com, just because, it came out during this time of quarantine, and I made a page for every song with activities that you can enjoy. There's lyric videos for each song. So I think there's a lot to explore there. And I have contact information there. I have a band page on Facebook, also Elena Moon Park and Friends. And I have a personal Instagram and Twitter that I look at sometimes. And I also have I have a website for my first album, which is this one, Rabbit Days and Dumplings, at rabbitdays.com. And you can learn more about me at elenamoonpark.com too. Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Well,
we
will turn it over to our colleague John for some closing remarks. But thank you very much, everyone, for
thank you so much. Thank you for all your contributions to family music, Elena. You've really just changed the landscape.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for all the inspiration over all these years.
Excellent. And you clearly learned from some amazing mentors and folks who just inspire all of us every day, Dan and Claudia, and just the respect that you give to our young people with the music and your artistic voices just means so much to us. And as a parent of young kids, it's so inspiring what you guys are doing and the work that you guys are paving for so many folks. So amazing second stop on our musical journey through Queens. Definitely the ongoing debate of what borough has the best food clearly will rage on. So I do think Queens has got a couple of really strategic, important votes tonight. So we hope that everyone will continue to come back. We're going to continue this series into the winter and spring. We're going to be visiting Haiti with an amazing artist, Pauline Jean, in February, and Dan and Claudia will be there for that as well. And then the fourth program in this series this year will be with the Villalobos brothers, and we'll be taking a visit to Mexico. So taking a little stop in some different corners of the Queens, each part of this series. Obviously, we will continue with our other KCA online programs this fall. You can always continue to find out what's happening by checking out our website at kupferbergcenter.org, as well as our different social media channels. We'll be continuing with this series. We'll be continuing with our Music Makers series, which is featuring alumni of the Aaron Copland School of Music. Very excited to be producing a virtual Martin Luther King Jr. Day celebration on Sunday, January 17th. So lots of good stuff, continuing the conversation, continuing to build community in and through the arts here in our online space until such time as we all get back to in person. But until then, thank you so much for the music, for all of you at home for interacting and being a part of it, because it wouldn't be the same without you. We know you're out there. We can still feel you, even though we can't see you. But continue to be safe, continue to be well, and we'll see everybody after the holiday season in 2021. So Dan and Claudia, Carlos, Akiko, Elena, you guys all be well. Be safe.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.